And we're back for our daily MLB Best Bets here on September 3rd. It's a Wednesday, and we've got baseball all day long today. So, of course, we have our 5 best bets for the entire schedule. Yesterday, a positive day, 3-2, looking for more of the same. We've built together back-to-back positive days so far in the month of September. Again, looking for more of the same here on the 3rd. Now, folks, before we get into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel. Yesterday, we posted our NFL Week 1 predictions. That's about 90 minutes long of straight NFL predictions. Make sure to check that out. Link in the description down below, along with our College Football Week 2 predictions. That video is over 3.5 hours long of college football picks. You're not going to want to miss it. In-depth breakdowns on every single college football game in week number 2. Do not miss it. Again, linked in the description down below. Also on Greedo Plays MMA this week, our UFC Paris predictions. Nasruddin Imavov takes on Caio Borralho in the main event again from France. Make sure to go check out that video in the description down below. And go check out Greedo Plays and subscribe to Greedo Plays MMA. Again, link in the description. Go subscribe to this channel you're watching this video on too, as we move on to the first of our 5 best bets today. We start things off with our Washington Nationals best bet. I'm going with the Miami Marlins team total over of 4.5. Again, as I said, we're taking the over. Yeah, I'm going to bet against the Nationals today. We have hit on our last 2 Nats bets. Monday on Labor Day, we hit on Nats money line. Yesterday, Nationals win. I was really pumped for that. And the under in that game hits as well. We had under 9, 7 total runs were scored. Cade Cavalli has a very good outing. Nats win 5-2. Absolutely love the performance out of Cade Cavalli. That's exactly what we needed after a horrible last start out of him in the Bronx just last week. Anyways, today I'm going to go with the Marlins team total over. See, I come on here and you can probably tell if you watch every single day, my thoughts change on the Nationals on a daily basis, and my enthusiasm shifts on a daily basis with the Nats. Because it's much different. Well, McKenzie's hurt now, but when Mackenzie Gore pitches, when Cade Cavalli pitches, and when Brad Lord, and I think Brad Lord's future's in the bullpen, but when those guys pitch, I can get up for a Nationals game, right? I can sit there and I watch regardless. But I can be excited to watch a Nationals game when those guys are on the mound. When it's Mitchell Parker and when it's Jake Irvin, I don't get that excited. The jury's still out on Andrew Alvarez. He's pitched 5 shutout innings in his MLB debut. We will see him probably on Saturday, I would think. Yeah, good luck. You have to go to Chicago and Wrigley Field. Anyways, Sunday, because next start is. Yeah, regardless. Yeah, Sunday. Today, Mitchell Parker pitches. Okay. Getaway day for the Fish and the Nationals, as again, the Nats will move on to Chicago. Miami will go back home to take on the Philadelphia Phillies. Mitchell Parker's the one guy, man. Jake Irvin might be worse. I don't know. They're both horrible. Mitch Parker, ERA of 10 in the month of August. ERA of 10. The Rays couldn't figure it out against Mitch. Well, they did. They scored 3 runs, but they had the worst performance a team has had against Mitchell Parker in the month, only scoring 3 runs in 6 innings against Parker. Legitimately, that's a quality start out of Mitch. I'll give him credit there, but in total, right, his ERA in the month of August was 10.2. His total ERA now is down to 5.94, again, after only giving up 3 runs against Tampa. And ultimately, right, the Rays could only score 1 more after Parker left the game, and we had the team total over for Tampa Bay. They could only score 4. I believe Miami's going to be able to do it. Guys, the Marlins lineup has been held at bay this entire series. The entire series started off weird on Labor Day when Xavier Edwards got ejected after the first at-bat of the series. This does feel like a lineup to me that is just kind of, they're waiting to get going. I don't know. They couldn't score yesterday. It was Connor Norby's 2 RBI single scored the only 2 runs of the game for the Marlins. Nats score 5. I'll get into the James Wood talk in a second. But this team is struggling offensively, and there's not a better pitcher in the bigs right now to get right against than Mitchell Parker. He's not good, man. He's not good, and also it's not like a bad righty sucks, and that's Jake Irvin. I hate to say it, but like and you can kind of figure out a bad righty in terms of if you're pitching him. Jake Irvin, again, a lot of righty-righty matchups still, and he'll randomly have good nights. It's hard to hide a bad lefty because every team has right-handed bats except for the Nationals. No, that's changed more recently. So what are we supposed to do here? It's just, I don't know. Mitch is going to get blown up. Now, James Wood yesterday. All right. James Wood still is on pace to break the strikeout record, which really sucks because he struck out 2 more times yesterday, but at least he homered. You know what? if James Wood strikes out twice a game, but he's still hitting home runs and he's still getting on base multiple times, you know what? Maybe he can break the strikeout record, and I don't care. Well, no, I do care. But again, guys, I would give James Wood right now $600 million for 15 seasons. I would. I don't care. I don't care he breaks the record for most strikeouts. Give him the money. It's untapped potential in James Wood, right? A home run yesterday, and that's what James Wood does best, obviously, the opposite field shot. Launches a baseball into left field. It gets out of there. His 28th home run of the season. Let's not forget, he's 22 years old, right? He's 22. Now, it does piss me off. I said it yesterday, and legitimately this is true. I believe Scott Boras would tell James Wood right now to decline $600 million over 15 seasons. I think he would. Now, when's Scott Boras going to retire? Isn't he like 70-something? Dude, go enjoy life with your family. Like, go home, please. But he's still taking new clients. Like Ethan Holiday's a Scott Boras guy. Anyways, I mean, I want Buddy to have a nice retirement. That's all I want for Scott Boras. But James Wood, right, still an elite player in the sport, I do believe. It's just we really need to figure out the strikeout numbers. Again, yesterday's is a nice sign to see. I was happy about it. But again, it's weird because James Wood, right? Two at-bats, right, or 2 hits in the game. The home run to left field. He has a single in the first inning. Second inning, grounds into a double play after Jacob Young hit in a run. And then his at-bats in the 6th and the 8th, 2 strikeouts. I don't know. That was, I guess, the biggest Nationals news of yesterday. The other big news, we signed Jorge Alfaro. We demoted CJ Stubbs after 1 game, and we have Alfaro around now. What? Sure. Honestly, I like that they're trying, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, James Wood, we'll see. We'll see about James Wood. On now to our second best bet. Again, Marlins team total over, though. Bats don't matter. Why am I not playing Marlins money line? I don't know. I'm not that confident in Yuri Perez, and I feel like the Nats in a day game could probably hit some out, too. And by the way, there's going to be nobody in the crowd this week, or tonight. There's going to be absolutely nobody. It's a day game, and you see the attendance yesterday at Nats Park. Oh my goodness, it's getting bad. Okay, our second best bet of the video. Let's go to our first money line of the day. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to go back to the New York Metropolitans to beat the Detroit Tigers. My confidence level right now in the Tigers is at an all-time low. It actually is. I am so unconfident with that team right now to win baseball games. And it all started really for me when I watched I didn't go to the series, but like watching the entire series on TV, them playing the Athletics. That series still sticks out to me. And oh yeah, they went to Kansas City, won 2 of 3. The Royals have never wowed me this year, so I don't really care about that. You can't get swept in Sacramento against the A's. And then since that, right, they win 2 of 3 against Kansas City, but they've lost the first 2 games at home to the New York Mets, and I actually think it's going to happen again. Now, yesterday felt like an easy read, right, with Reed Foley pitching, or not Reed Foley, sorry, Sawyer Gibson Long. I don't know why I was thinking Sean Reed Foley. Sawyer Gibson Long pitching for Detroit. It was an easy read, right? Mets scored 12 runs. That was Nolan McLean on the mound. Yeah, that was light. Okay, today gets a little trickier because it's Clay Holmes and Casey Mize, and I am scared putting U.S. currency on Clay Holmes. I really am. We'll see. His last 3 starts have been better, right? Mariners start 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. Braves start in Atlanta, 6 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs. Marlins, 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, but only 2 of them were earned. Okay, ERA in the season so far for Clay Holmes is 3.6. ERA in the month of August was 4.32. We'll see. I think Holmes can be serviceable. Casey Mize, ERA is 3.95, but Mize in his last 3 starts he's been really bad. His August was horrible. 5.81 ERA in the month of August for Mize, and a 6.32 ERA in the month of July. So Mize has been much worse since pitching in his first ever All-Star game. Again, his last couple starts have not been good. Well, especially his last one against the A's, and sure, that's in Sacramento. 3 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs. I believe we might have had the Tigers that night. I think we did. I don't know. I feel like everyone in Detroit right now is kind of regressing, except for Kyle Finnegan, who still has not given up a run as a member of the Detroit Tigers. Right? I just feel like this Detroit team has kind of fallen off. I don't know if they've used all their magic. And yeah, they're still going to be, at worst, the 2 seed in the American League, I would think, right? I assume it's going to be Toronto 1. Detroit will probably hang on to 2. Maybe they don't. No, they will. It'll be Toronto 1, Detroit 2, right? Detroit will automatically be in the ALDS. I feel like they're just kind of running out of juice. I don't know if anyone gets those vibes with this team right now, but I do. It's just, I don't know how much this platoon ball can take them. Right now, I hate to say it, the Mets are playing like the way better baseball team. Yesterday, they destroyed the Detroit Tigers. Everyone joins the hit parade, right? Luis Torrens hits that home run to right field. Now, I didn't think if anybody got me, Luis Torrens was going to have me. Luis Torrens with a 360-foot bomb, I guess you can say, off the foul pole. Somehow it got out opposite field. I'm happy about it. Juan Soto goes yard. Pete Alonso goes yard, right, twice. The Mets are playing pretty good baseball right now. And they get Casey Mize, the guy who's been struggling. I would not want to be the Tigers and Mize sending a guy out there who has not been good recently against a team that is smacking the cover off the ball in the New York Metropolitans, right? The Mets, since, getting embarrassed, I guess I can say, in that Marlins series, has been pretty good. Well, they swept the Phils, don't do well in Miami, or at home against Miami. They've gone to Detroit and they've won back-to-back games. I mean, I got to keep going with the Mets here. Clay Holmes, I know he can be tricky. Look at how bad Casey Mize has been since June. I mean, first 3 months of the season, legitimately, Casey Mize is one of the best pitchers in baseball. When Casey Mize got named to the All-Star team after going 7 innings of shutout baseball against the Cleveland Guardians in July, his ERA was 2.63. Since then, it has only skyrocketed, and if the Mets can just do some damage today against Mize, his ERA is going to be in the 4s, right? I got to go with the Mets here. New York's playing really good baseball. They're still not better than Philadelphia, but got to trust in the hot bats right now of Soto, Alonso. Let's see if Lindor can join them today. He went 0 for yesterday. I'm going to go with the Metropolitans to sweep the Detroit Tigers on the road. Proving my point that I made a couple weeks ago. There's really no, really good team in baseball right now. I'd argue it's the Philadelphia Phillies, but they just got swept by New York last week. I don't know, man. It's wide open this season, and we're going to get stuck with the Dodgers title, aren't we? Anyways, on now to our third best bet of the video. Let's go to the second of 3 money lines. Yes, you heard me right. There's no Nerfy I like today, right? Got our Nerfy yesterday. Shout out to the Red Sox again, cashing another Nerfy for us. There's nothing I liked today. There's nothing. On the entire slate, nothing felt good enough. The only one I was slightly considering was George Kirby, Adrian Hauser with the Mariners and Royals game. But, I mean, the Mariners have so many guys who are just straight up home run or bust, and there's a chance someone goes yard. I can't play it. So I'm going to go 3 money lines instead. I like this. I know this is a repeat of yesterday. Well, at least the team that we're picking. I'm going with the Rangers again. And I can guarantee you our third best bet money line is not going to be a repeat of yesterday. It's coming up in a second here in a couple minutes. I got to go with the Rangers again. I think this is an incredible value for Texas. I'm surprised they're underdogs. Zach Gallen's going today for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And you can point to the fact that, Zach Gallen's been really good recently. And that is very true. Jack Leiter's been really good too, though. Right? Those are the starting pitchers for tonight. 2 righties take the field. Jack Leiter's been a really good pitcher for Texas. So the pitcher, the righty from Plantation, Florida, has posted a 2.76 ERA in the month of August. And Zach Gallen, right, he was really good in the month as well, 2.57. But I mean, those are very similar lines. Jack Leiter in his last start goes 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs against the A's. Prior to that, the best career start that he's had, 7 innings, 2 hits, and 0 runs, and 10 strikeouts against the Cleveland Guardians. And I know both these lineups can get a little tricky. Guys, if Bruce Bochy, who might have dementia, I don't know, if he doesn't throw in a pure lefty specialist in Hobie Milner in that game yesterday in the 7th inning, the Rangers probably win. By the way, you would think, maybe he threw in Hobie Milner to face a couple lefties, right? Maybe Corbin Carroll was up. No. He brought in Hobie Milner to face 3 righties. The third of which was Ketel Marte, who I understand is a switch hitter. But why are you bringing him in for Jordan Lawler, who barely has hits against right-handed pitching all year long? He came into yesterday's game batting .023. He's now batting .061. It's just, I don't know. I went on Rangers Twitter, and yes, Rangers fans are very upset about that. And it broke their win streak, right? And yesterday was a huge opportunity for Texas. Astros lost. Mariners lost. With a win yesterday, the Rangers could have been 3.5 games back of the division, and they could have been half a game back of the last wild card spot behind Seattle. Instead, missed opportunity. So you know what this means today for Texas? It's a must-win. It is. And sure, right? Seattle could lose again. Houston could lose again. We might be playing that. We'll talk about that in a second. Those teams could still lose, and you won't lose any ground. But at some point, you're going to have to gain some ground. And I get it. There's still 20-something games left, right? There's time for Texas. But every game really matters at this point. And I said it yesterday, right? Do I think the Rangers are a better team than the Mariners? No. I think Seattle, if they get in the playoffs, I legitimately think the Mariners might go to the World Series. They're just a very off and on team. They're very hot. They're very cold. I don't know. And who would I rather watch in the playoffs, Texas or Seattle? 100% Seattle. Because, I mean, look at what Texas is throwing out there right now. Corey Seager out. Obviously, Marcus Semien out. Not like Semien was making the difference this season. I mean, they're still batting a 181 batting average Jock Peterson in the 3 spot. But they've been finding ways to win games, and this offense came alive in Sacramento. It came alive yesterday, or 2 days ago at Chase Field in Arizona. And yesterday, it wasn't really there, right? Wasn't really there. Only 2 runs in 6 1/3 innings off Nabil Crismat. I don't know how Crismat continues to do this. I don't get it. And they only scored 1 run off the Arizona bullpen. They need to get Zach Gallen out of this game as soon as possible today. Because when I was looking at games to pick today, I was thinking, when I first, I'm looking at all the lines, I'm like, Arizona minus 130. Not horrible, minus 135. Zach Gallen's going, okay. But I was like, oh, wait. I'm not betting on the Diamondbacks with their bullpen. And then I dove even deeper than that. I was just going to skip this game, full transparency, because I was going to look for a nerfy instead. I picked, Mets money line. Then I went to my second money line that I'm going to talk about in a minute. I was like, whatever. I'm just going to leave Texas and Arizona today. But then I went through the nerfies, nothing I liked. And I was like, you know what? Let me jump back into this Rangers game. And as I dove deeper into it, I'm like, all right, Jack Leiter's been posting very similar numbers to Zach Gallen. Some could argue he's been better. Texas's lineup is better. And Arizona won yesterday because, again, Bruce Bochy threw out a lefty against 3 righties. Hobie Milner, by the way, who's only supposed to throw to lefties because, the submarine, and, he's crossing, and it looks like the ball's coming at you, right? That's the whole thing that Hobie Milner does, right? He's annoying to hit, and MLB The Show, right? I think today's going to be a lot better for the Rangers. Yes, this lineup will not wow you. Guys, the Arizona lineup, besides 3 hitters, is horrible. Besides Ketel Marte, Perdomo, and Corbin Carroll, what does this lineup have? I guess Gabby Moreno. But then what? Blaze Alexander, Ildemaro Vargas. When Ildemaro Vargas left the Nationals as a bench bat, by the way, and a pure clubhouse locker room guy, I didn't think he was ever going to start another game in the majors. I thought he was done. I thought he's either going to be playing banana ball in Savannah, or he was going to be a AAA guy for the rest of his career, or he's going to be a pure bench guy. I know there's been injuries for Arizona, and I understand. Again, they've been dealing with a lot of them and a lot of trades. Ildemaro Vargas starts almost every single day for this team right now. Tyler Locklear, Jorge Barosa. Is it Jose or Jorge? Yeah, Jorge Barosa. Jordan Lawler about to 060. Come on now. I'm taking the Rangers here. And it's always a factor when you always think about Diamondbacks games. They've won the most leads in Major League Baseball this season because of how bad and pitiful their bullpen is. That's always a factor. Not saying it's going to happen here, but I'm taking the Texas Rangers here with our second money line of the day. I think it's great value in Arizona. They should not be underdogs here, especially the way Jack Leiter's been pitching. Our fourth best bet of the video. Let's go to our third money line of the day. Let's go to Minute Maid Park for the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. I'm taking the Yankees to win again. Yesterday, Yankees win 7-1. Guys, Minute Maid Park, or whatever it's called now, it will always be Minute Maid Park to me. It sounded like the Bronx, okay? Because of how many Yankees fans were there. Borderline, man. I mean, and sure, the Yankees were just winning at the end of the game, and obviously Yankees fans are always going to come out of nowhere when their team was winning, in terms of, like, cheering-wise. Like, I'm not saying they're not in the stadium, but you know what I mean. Guys, the Yankees, low-key, might win the AL East. They might. Toronto's winning. Not playing great baseball, though. They're good, not playing great, okay? New York's been playing great recently. And sure, the stretch of teams that they've gotten to play, Nationals, White Sox, not very difficult. But look at the rest of the schedule New York's got for the rest of the year. They do get Boston, but then Minnesota, Baltimore, Chicago, White Sox, Baltimore. Yeah, the Yankees might be the number 1 seed in the American League, and they might get a bye. I personally want Red Sox, Yankees first round in the wild card round because that's just scenes, it's cinema. But I think we might be getting Toronto and Red Sox in the first round instead, which is fine. It's just, I'd much rather watch the Yankees and the Red Sox in the first round. It's okay. We will see. They still have to play Toronto. That's their next series. Oh, sorry. Toronto, Detroit, Boston. I think I skipped those 2. But the way Detroit's playing right now, that's probably a Yankees victory in the Bronx. Okay. Taking the Yankees today. Pitching matchup is Jason Alexander and Will Warren. Okay. 2 guys that I'm not going to write home about, I'll be honest with you. Like, they're not great. But Will Warren, he can fill up the stat sheet. I'll say that. Last start against the White Sox, 0 earned runs. Gave up 4, but 0 were earned. 5 hits, 5 innings. Guys, low-key, like, Will Warren's ERA in the month of August is 2.84. It's weird. Now, obviously, we're in September now, but Will Warren had a good month. It's not like he's going to go deep in games. He's going to go 5-6 max, and you're going to need that Yankees bullpen to kind of save him, obviously, and relieve him. Will Warren's been pitching pretty well, though. He actually has. Jason Alexander, he had his weird run. So this is a guy, again, we've talked about him before. Started with the A's, gets traded or gets moved to Houston. Started off very poorly with Houston, but then had 4 really good starts against Miami, New York, Baltimore, and Baltimore. Last start against the Rockies at home wasn't great, and I think that's kind of inspiring for us, if that's the right word, I guess. I don't know. Wasn't great. Jason Alexander against the Rockies on the 28th of August. 5 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 homers, 8 strikeouts, but it's the Rockies. The better part for us there is that, he gave up that many runs to the Rockies away from Coors Field. And now you're facing the Yankees, a lineup that has come alive. And, all it took was playing the Nationals and White Sox, right, in back-to-back series. But, yeah, the lineup's completely back. It is. Judge is not having the first half that he had, obviously, because I don't think anything can replicate what Aaron Judge did in the first half of the season. But, I don't know, Goldschmidt's in well, Bellinger's in the ball very well. Jazz Chisholm has found it again. Yesterday, 2 home runs, 3 of 4 hitting, average back up to the 245s, the mid-240s. Trent Grisham, I saw a tweet today saying that Trent Grisham's WAR is the exact same as Bryce Harper this season. And Yankees fans are claiming they just have Bryce Harper now. Okay. Well, Harper's been injured, but yes, Trent Grisham is having a very spectacular season, both defensively and offensively too. Now, Volpe's still, I don't know what to say. He will probably be in the lineup. But everybody else, other than Anthony Volpe, kind of dominating right now. Goldschmidt, Bellinger, Judge, Stanton, Grisham, Chisholm. We'll see who's at the bottom of the lineup. Volpe, Caballero, Austin Wells, Ryan McMahon, some combination of those guys. But they did that off of Framber Valdez. I get it. Valdez has been shaky this season. I know Valdez, right? It appeared like he was throwing at his catcher yesterday, which is very odd. And I know it's been a rough year for Framber. I can almost guarantee you he's leaving Houston after this year. Nationals? I don't know. We'll take the locker room problem. I don't care. So what? He throws at Keibert Ruiz. I'm joking. Houston's lineup is just, I don't know. I've never been wowed by it. They've just found ways to win this season. When you're still batting Christian Walker in the 4 spot, I can't believe in your baseball team. It's just, that lineup's just so mid. I don't know. Pena's good. Correa's been good since coming back. Obviously, you have Jose Altuve. Yordan Alvarez will be back today, I assume. Got the day off yesterday. But, Yordan's still in his first week back. Doesn't really scare me too much, especially with what's coming back at the Astros on the other side. Obviously, what the Yankees are hitting. So, I'm going to be okay with this spot, man. Yankees moneyline -125. I do believe they continue to win. This offense has just been too good. And yes, again, Jason Alexander has been good enough against these mid teams, right? Baltimore has very mid nights. Rockies has very mid nights. And sure, again, one of these starts were against the Yankees. That's at the Yankees' lowest part of the year. I'm so serious. That was early August. The Yankees are back, and I can almost guarantee you the Yankees are not going to replicate what they did in early August. 6 innings, 1 hit, 0 runs against Jason Alexander. No, they will definitely score this time around, okay? Give me the Yankees, all right? We're going to New York today, right? New York and Texas. Mets, Mets, Rangers, Yankees. Let's go. Those are the 3 money lines for today, but we're not done. We still have a best player prop. Willy Adames. There's not been a player I've gone at more this season than Willy Adames. Just because it's hilarious to me because, go to a lot of Giants games. I bet against the Giants quite a bit. And this is the guy I always laugh at because he I have said he's robbed the Giants of all that money in the offseason. Highest paid Giant of all time to a contract in which, they gave out because we're excluding Devers here. Anyways, Adames has found it. He has. Willy's hitting the ball really well. The bigger picture in all of this, though, and why we're picking Willy Adames is because of the fight. The fight yesterday. Rafael Devers hits a home run. It reminded me legitimately of Max Muncy, Madison Bumgarner. I'm not just saying that because, the Giants are involved. As the roles were reversed, obviously Mad Bum threw the pitch, obviously, and Max Muncy hit a bomb into right field into the ocean. I don't know what was said. I haven't watched a John Boy video about it. But Rafael Devers hits a home run off of Kyle Freeland, launches into right field. It's gone. I know he's staring at it for quite a bit. It reminded me, though, of when Bumgarner gave up a home run to Muncy, and he says, run your ass around the bases. And Max Muncy tells him to effing pick it up out of the ocean and bring it back to him, and then he will. I don't know what was said in Colorado, but I thought it was hilarious. So Adames just jumps into the melee. Matt Chapman gets into it as well. He gets ejected. Adames gets ejected. Kyle Freeland gets ejected while Rafael Devers just continues to round the bases. Hilarious scenes yesterday in Colorado with the Giants, who, by the way, are trying to make that playoff push. I just don't believe the Mets are going to allow them to make that push because the Giants are still 5 games behind New York. It's just too late, honestly. They've won 9 of 10. The Giants are looking really good. They just don't have enough time to do it, in my opinion. Anyways, and the Mets aren't going to allow for that to happen. Now, you know who might allow for that to happen? The San Diego Padres. I don't know. That's a story for another day, guys. How bad is San Diego right now? I know that's 6 games the Giants are back of them. And the Padres, I mean, I'm sure they're going to figure it out in Colorado next week. But they are playing horrible baseball right now. I don't know. That's the team I'd be. If I'm the Giants, I'm not really looking at the Mets. I'm looking at San Diego to make up ground on. Now, they don't play the Padres for the rest of the year, but that's neither here or there. And the Padres have played the Giants really well this season. But again, that's the team I think they can make up ground the most with. But it was just hilarious yesterday. So why am I taking Adames? Well, it's because he's been hitting the ball really well, right? Look at the end of the month of August for Adames, right? He had the 4-hit game against Baltimore on Friday, hit a home run on Saturday, the only run scored on Saturday for the Giants. And he had the 2 home run game that ultimately won San Francisco the ball game on Thursday against the Chicago Cubs. Now, in the only game he's played so far here at Coors Field, what did Adames do? He had another home run. Hit another home run, 2 hits, so 5 total packs and 3 RBI. This is what the Giants paid for. This is why Willy Adames signed the largest contract in San Francisco Giants history. You know how many illustrious players have played here and how many great players have played here? I know, again, right, players are given bigger contracts now. Adames is the highest paid guy other than Devers now. But again, the Red Sox gave Devers that contract. This is what they signed up for. One of the best power hitting shortstops in baseball. Now, again, probably will finish the year with 30 home runs, batting 235, 240-ish, probably. I think that's where he'll end. That's not where they want it. But if you can get Adames getting confidence into 2026, yeah, that's what the Giants paid for, and that's what the Giants who have not been afraid to spend money. That's what they want because they're tied up on this contract. They're tied up with Devers. I have a feeling they're going to probably land Adley Rutschman if he's available. It just makes sense. Something the Giants would do. Yeah, San Francisco, I got to give credit to them. They put their team in a position to win every single year. It's just a matter of if the players can figure it out because it's not for lack of trying. They invest money into their team. So I'm going to take Adames today, not because of the brawl and the melee, because, whatever. Like, that's fun, and I do believe Adames is going to get his revenge home run today, because full transparency, I'm picking the home run. But again, a double could do it for us. 2 singles could do it. I think it's going to be a homer. Additionally, German Marquez is going, who has been Mr. Colorado for a very long time. My goodness, has Marquez, though, been bad this season. Like every pitcher in Colorado, but my goodness, Marquez, 6.14 ERA. Last start against the Chicago Cubs, first start since its return. He did not pitch for the better half of about 40 days. Comes back late August against the Cubs. Yeah, in his return, 4 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 8 runs. Yeah, 6.14 ERA. That's brutal. 1.69 whip. Yeah, you're able to hit German Marquez. So I'm going to take Adames. Why did I not take Devers? Why did I not take Elliot Ramos? Well, their odds weren't good enough, so I had to pick Adames. But truthfully, I think the only guy I'd take on the Giants right now to hit 2 bags over Willy Adames is Rafael Devers. Like, I would take Adames right now over Elliot Ramos, and the odds are better for Adames. I did think about Matt Chapman, but Matt Chapman's got to pull a rabbit out of his ass. Not his hat, no, rabbit out of his ass to find a way to get two total bags. So I'm going to take Willy Adames today on the over 1.5 total bases. Minus 140. I know it's not the best odds, but this does feel really good with the combination of how Adames has been hitting, the brawl yesterday, German Marquez is going, and oh, by the way, the game's at elevation at Coors Field. All of those add up to Willy Adames, again, reaching 2 total bases, probably more, minus 140 odds for the Giants shortstop. Now, folks, thank y'all for watching our MLB Best Bets here on September 3rd. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. Make sure to join us for both our college football and our NFL predictions. And go check out Greedo Plays MMA if you have not yet. We'll be back tomorrow for more daily MLB Best Bets. Short slate tomorrow, but it's Paul Skeen's bump day against the Dodgers. I cannot wait. Folks, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Folks, thank y'all for watching. And Mamba, forever.